I have been meaning to post this video for some time, but I'll give you guys some of the details of why I haven't posted very much over the last couple of months. But I want to at least get this part out of the way so I can move on to the next segment and to future videos. So I feel like I need to at least get this out of the way first. So first off, I have posted a video back in December saying that I was going to give away or sell a bunch of knives or 3 dream knives for $1 from my e-store. That still hasn't happened because if you look at my e-store, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm looking at right now, and we'll do screen capture here. Yotos, for example, you can see practically everything is sold out. Like I looked at my inventory the other day, and I think over 95% of the inventory that I normally carry is completely out of stock. And so I want to kind of get more knives in here before I do that knife sale, that knife giveaway. Just because it'd be more fun to have more variety to pick from and to choose from. But today I wanted to do the knife set that I did talk about last time. So everything that I give away or sell or showcase on my channel has been purchased by me with my own money. Nothing is sponsored, nothing is sent to me for free. It hasn't been the way for a very long time. So this is the Henckels International. It's a 3-piece knife set with an 8-inch chef knife, a 5-inch serrated utility knife, and a 4-inch paring knife. Now, I've gotten a lot of requests from people that they're looking for a knife between $20 and $30 that I think is a good quality knife. So I went over on Amazon. I did some shopping around. Really, there aren't that many, I would say, good quality knife sets that are in that price range. But I did find this knife set here, and at the time it was selling for like, I want to say $22 or so during the holiday season. But now it's back up to $35, as you can see right here. So I bought a knife for myself, or a knife set for myself, used it for about a week in my home, and I thought it was a fine knife set. I didn't think it was a fantastic knife set. I wasn't completely blown away by the performance. But overall, I think for many people, this is going to be an upgrade from what they have. So I bought it. I bought a dozen of these knife sets here. They're in my garage, all waiting to be shipped out. And I said I was going to give a dozen of them away. So a lot of you guys wrote on my last video. Where's that video here? The $1 dream knife set giveaway. So let me show you exactly how I actually go to my comments and what I actually see. In chronological time order, the last comment will be seen at the top. And now I can also isolate my video comments by going to a specific video, which I'll do right now. So basically on my channel, I average between 1,000 and 2,000 comments in a single day. So a lot of you guys are wondering why I don't respond to all of my comments or to your specific comment. That's why I don't have time to respond to every single comment. But there are videos that I will make a point to read every single comment, and this is going to be one of those videos. So I just basically go to my contents, and then I go to that video, and then I go to the comment section. Now, every single comment that was posted in this video is here. So basically, now it's time to choose a winner or a number of winners for the international knife set. There are so many people who are qualified, and you guys are just the most amazing viewers. But think about the pandemic and think about those who are working really hard, those who have been hit the hardest. A number of people come to mind. I would say nurses and doctors, specifically nurses, because they're like the front line of defense, right? You have your firefighters. There are so many people. You have restaurant owners, restaurant employees. Everyone's been hit really hard by this pandemic. But to me, nurses are just people. I really love nurses. I have a few of them in my family, and I just have a soft spot for nurses. When my kids were sick, we had some of the best nurses watching out for our kids. And so for me, nurses, if I had to pick one field to give a knife to, it'd be nurses right now. When I say things like leave a comment with hashtag perfection or hashtag question, whatever it is, make sure you guys follow those instructions, because it allows me to actually isolate those very specific comments with those hashtags or those keywords. So I'm going to pick 12 nurses if there are 12 nurses here. So I'm just guessing that everyone here, you know, and I didn't mention this before, so they would have no idea that I'm looking for nurses anyways, but they, you know, but I type in the keyword search for nurse, and these are some of the comments that have come up. Don't know how many there are. It looks like there's about 10 comments here. So I'm going to heart this comment right now. So whoever you are, Trozar, I am hearting you live as I'm recording this video. This is recorded on a Friday, by the way. So if you guys are seeing this on a Saturday, this was just recorded the day before. And then we have Andrew T here. So this one here is okay. So this is for a Andrew who is actually looking for his wife, who is still working as a nurse at the local hospital. So anyways, I'm just gonna pick this one here to receive this knife right here. So Andrew, I'm picking you as a winner as well. Raced Rose, and this is for my sister just became a nurse early this year, trial by fire, and I would love to have an amazing gift to send her for this Christmas. Sorry, so this is a little late for Christmas, but I'm gonna heart you. That is 3 now, and so you'll get a knife set. And then we have, who else we have here? We have, she is a charge nurse. Okay, so here's another nurse. So this is by Just in Time, and this is apparently for his wife, and she is a nurse or charge nurse on the COVID floor of a hospital. Okay, so I think she deserves a knife, so I'm gonna heart that. So Just in Time, you are getting a knife for your wife. And what else we have here? We have here, okay, so another nurse. This is by Zayad Sadeh. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure I'm not. Okay, so this is for, plan to give it to my, I plan to propose to my girlfriend, but since New York City restaurants are closing indoor dining, okay, so, and she is a nurse in a hospital there, so, Zayad, I hope that is your first name. I am sending you a knife. Sorry, it's not one of the fancy knives that you may have hoped for, but I'm going to send you a knife. Okay, so we have Max Vega, and I am a nurse in Germany. Oh my goodness, how do I get you a knife in Germany? I'm gonna get you a knife in Germany. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna send you a knife, okay, Max? Congratulations, I think that's 5. And then we have, Zenith. It's Zenith Moho. And this year as a nurse has been very difficult, extremely rewarding. Yeah, so all these knives are out of stock, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna send you a knife, Zenith. We're gonna work that out. I know you're in Germany, so no, Max, the last one was in Germany. Zenith, I don't know where you are, but we'll figure something out. Okay, and then we have Kevin. Was that VMR? I'm just a sad ICU nurse. You are not just a sad ICU nurse. Man, there's so much respect for nurses, and I'm not gonna crap on Kevin, but Kevin, or just people in general, don't ever say things like, I'm just a nurse, or I'm just a teacher, I'm just a bus driver, I'm just a truck driver. There's no such thing as just. I mean, I think people use that word just as in that's what they do, and that's kind of what their identifier is, but man, without people like those, without those people in those professions, life would not happen, would not go forward the way things are now. So you're not just a nurse, you are a nurse. So Kevin, I'm gonna send you a knife set. I'm sorry, it won't be any of the fancy knives that you may have hoped for. We have 8 people here, 8 nurses or 8 people with the keyword nurse, that's either for themselves or for their fiance or soon-to-be fiance or girlfriend or wife. You guys are all getting a international knife set from me. So from here, just simply respond. If you guys are watching this video and you guys saw the little alert on your mobile phone or email, respond to the comment with your email, and then I'll get a link sent to you to where you can pay for the shipping of this knife. And the shipping will be around, I don't know, I want to say between $14 and $17, depending on where you live in the country. And Germany, max, it's gonna be a little bit more for you, Max, but we'll figure something out for you. So that's 8 I counted. So let's look at who else. I think students. Let's look for students, huh? Because students always need some help, and there's a lot more students here than than nurses. So this is gonna be a bit tricky. All right, so we have is that Nathan? I would love to receive a knife for my single mother. Okay, so single mothers always get me, guys. So I'm sorry, I don't even need to read the rest of this, but you are getting a knife, Nathan. All right, so we also have, is it Eber Perez, and I'm a culinary student. I've been working nonstop during the pandemic to be able to afford better knives. Okay, so Eber, I cannot send you a fancy knife right now, but I'm gonna send you a knife set. Let's just do a single mother. How about that? I'm not going to read the entire comment because some of these are quite long, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single mothers here, and that's more than the 4 that I originally had plus the students. So I'm gonna go out and buy some more just for these folks here. So I'm gonna do a screenshot of each individual person, and it doesn't matter because I can see their names here. Okay, so we got 6 comments. It looks like we have 6 comments with the word single mother. I can't read all of them. I am going to read them individually to myself, but I'm not going to have you guys sit here and listen to me try to read everything here. So all of you guys, I don't really care what it is. I'm just going to heart all of your comments, and I will wait for you guys to respond with your email. Okay, so if you guys are getting a comment now as you're reading, or you got one yesterday, please respond with your email so I can send you a link to where you can pay for the shipping of that international knife set. So today, so what are we at here? We got so we got 6 here plus I think is it 8? 14, 16. So I have to go out and buy, I think, 4 more knife sets than I originally planned for this giveaway. So that's okay. A few people will be getting these knives a little bit later because I'll have to wait for them to ship. But yeah, so I'm sending you guys these knife sets. So thank you all for participating in this, this little, I don't know, this knife sale, this dollar knife sale. I wish I can give you guys more knives. I wish I can have a knife for every single person who is subscribed to my channel. I just don't have that capability, and I'm not that rich yet. So maybe one day I have $20 million to buy knives. I'll do that for everyone. But congratulations to the 16 students, single mothers, and nurses who are getting these knives here. I hope you guys will have fun with them. And it's been such a crazy 2020, and 2021 I think is looking up for a lot of us. I hope that I'll be just hearing more good stories and seeing more good things on the news. Now again, I am waiting for more stock to come into my store, and so once the new knives come in, I will do another round of this for the higher end knives. I'm sorry I couldn't really do that this round with the holiday season and basically everything selling out. Okay, so now for some updates of my life outside of YouTube and reasons why I haven't posted many videos. If you guys don't care to hear about them, then just, thank you for watching this far, and I'll see you guys next time. But there's been a lot of, this year has been a really interesting year because I'm not very active on social media. I don't talk about my personal life very much. I'm a very private person in that matter. But I do go on Facebook, once or twice a week, and I'll scroll through updates of friends. If you guys live in the US, you guys probably have heard that Texas has gone through a really hard time. And so for me, over these last couple of weeks, I've been seeing lots of friends who I've known in California who've moved to Texas because of the cost of living here is so crazy. But I'm seeing a lot of updates from them, and a number of my friends were stuck, stranded in Texas with no food, no water, and and I'm almost I'm helpless, being in California, because I can't go to Texas. I can't drive them away. I can't wire the money for them to leave. They were just stuck at home. And so for me, it was a really tough thing to try to make videos and pretend like those things weren't happening. Leading up to February, I typically take December and January off just because it's the holidays, and I, being a quote unquote full-time YouTuber, I feel like sometimes we content creators get caught up in the algorithm, and we become robots. We become slaves to YouTube's algorithm. And I see it on my channel. When I produce 5-6 videos a month, my views are way up. When I produce one video a month, my views are way down. And so there is I would say content creators do get punished when they create less, and I certainly see that. And so because of that, that was also my intention, was even though I know I'm getting less views when I'm only making one video a month or one video every 2 months, I don't want to become a slave to YouTube. So for me, taking December and January off, it's a time for me to just reflect on my family, reflect on my life and spend time with my family, and not get caught up with YouTube. Recently, I've been getting a lot of, I would call it hate mail, or just angry fans, angry people writing me, emailing me and leaving comments in every video saying that I'm a scammer because I don't respond to messages on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. So I don't respond to those comments. I mean, people are going to say what they want to say, but the reason why I haven't done that is for the reasons I just told you. So other than the personal reasons of really just being distracted and caring for people I know, the other half, or the other part of it would be, so I'm not trying to become a robot. I'm not trying to become a slave to YouTube. I post when I can, when it's convenient for me, when I'm not taking time away from my family and my kids. Because if I had to choose today to stop YouTube altogether and to focus on my family, or to keep on making YouTube videos and neglect my kids and my family, you can be sure you'll never see another video posted by me again. So, I'm not in that spot where I have to choose, because I still have a fairly or a very healthy balance between my kids going back into preschool now that lockdown's been lifted a little bit, and me spending time at home. So I am going to be posting more videos and more content from now on. So I just I want to thank you guys, everyone who has been so patient with me, every single one of my Patreon supporters who are not cutting their support because they haven't seen me post in a month. I want to thank you, all of you guys who are watching this video now that are still here. And I just want you guys, again, I'm not taking any of this, again, trust me, I'm not taking any of this for granted. I have been blessed with the best fan base ever. And, I'm going to do everything I can to post content, quality content for you guys. But in December, January, that's typically when I set time aside for myself to, some R&R and to breathe, to decompress, and just to reevaluate and plan for the upcoming year. I typically plan my reviews 2 to 3 months out. So when I buy a knife, you guys may not actually see that knife until I've owned it for 2 to 3 months, and then I'll do a review on it. So I've already been buying and testing knives since October of last year. I'll show you guys my final top 6 knives of 2020 in a future video. And then I'll show you guys the kind of the knives that they are being replaced by. So I have a whole host of knives that are going to be the long-term testers in my kitchen. And then, then you guys can also suggest knives that you guys want me to review and purchase as well. Okay? That's typically how I get my knives for review. And half of them I own, or actually I own all of them because I pay for them. Half of them are available on my e-store, and the other half are not. So they're purchased from various places, Amazon and different Japanese suppliers. So I'll post those knives, hopefully fairly soon. Yeah, so anyways, there's a lot more updates that are coming, but I won't, bombard you guys with too many. So I'll keep it here. I'll end it here for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.